Cplot TV is your #1 real estate TV, promoting sustainable accountability, responsibility, and excellence in real estate worldwide. Watch and subscribe to Cplot TV on YouTube channel, powered by Cplot Profile Limited. Cplot TV, your investment house.
Don't forget, we have a company that's a real estate firm and that develops real estate. And at the same time, we also provide job for people. And when we provide job for people, it's not everybody that understands how to go about getting sales for themselves. That is why trainings like this come from time to time. Now, looking at the science-based selling, what does it really mean? Look at it. I did a little talk to watch it through. I have so many steps I'll be sharing with us. It's so long a slide, but I'll be done in 1 hour 30 minutes probably. And I would like us to communicate and relate with each other. Science-based selling. Science-based selling. Science-based selling. What is science-based selling? It's a sales technique. It's a sales technique that includes what? Social what? Psychological. Please take note of these things. Are very critical statement I'm saying here. What? That includes what? Social psychology. That's psychological. So social psychology. Look at it. Neuroscience. Are you seeing that? This is it. Neuroscience and behavioral economics. The grammar looks so big. But let me break it down. What does it really mean? Science-based selling. A sales technique. Yes, it's a sales technique. We know. And when I say something is technique, so when someone says I'm a technician, you just have understanding of how to do things. There's little manipulation in it. And there's a part that has to do with understanding it beyond the normal. We are coming there, we are getting there. They say also social psychology. Social has to do with people, environment. Then psychology has to do with what? The mind. True or false? True. Now, when we say something is psychological, I say, why is that guy doing like that? Psychological. What does it mean? Something is wrong somewhere. It could relate to the brain. Then watch here. Neuro here talks about what? Brain. The science, how the brain works. There are a lot of things that we'll be explaining in the class today. It's a kind of master class. So let's look at this. Very, very critical. They have what they call behavioral what? Economics. That means there's a little of activities that are relating to the study of life and humanity. Behavioral economics. This new approach to sales is based on tried and tested scientific method to help boost your performance as a salesperson in every part of the buying process. Let's take a look at the next slide. Why most B2B? When I say B2B in my slide today, you mean what? Business to business. Why most what? B2B sales best practices focus on the salespeople themselves. Look at it. Science-based selling focuses on what? The most important part of any sales process. And who are they? The buyer. So we are here not to talk about just sales. We are talking about those that are involved in what? In making it really a sale. Because I said it before. They entered into vertical estate and the guy was loving the estate, dancing a willow, dancing begala, dancing and so to everything. If you have not made payment, it's not yet what? A sale. So the question now is, how do we manage the process of sale that the person becomes my client and not merely a prospect? Yes, that's what we hear. So science-based selling uses scientific research to understand what is happening inside the what? The buyer's brain. And how their brain can be influenced. Someone say, Coach Spark, what are you saying? Well, what I'm saying is that there are certain things that are somehow, there's one thing that makes me a bit unique. Apart from the fact that we do normal trainings, I try to test that training on myself and see how it works. Then I look at it also, if I'm training these guys this thing, how does it reflect to me? If it has not worked for me, how am I sure it's going to work for these guys too? How can I tell you to make 1 million naira? I don't make 1.5. I'm giving an instance. So I try to test it and check it. I said, okay, let me test it now. There used to be one funny statement, and I don't like that statement though, but guys say it when we're in school. Say that ladies have fish brain. What do they mean by that? They mean that they manipulate it. That's a wrong statement. Because women are very sensitive people, if you don't know. They are stronger than men. I'm not going to that philosophy today. Where I'm going is that what? There is a way to understand what happens to the buyer. Because why I'm saying women now is because of generally how I treat clients is that I feel that all clients are like wives to be. So it means that there's a seductive way of getting a client to see beyond looking. There's everything looking and seeing. Look at it now. When they get look at me and tell me what you see. What does it mean? It means that when you look at me, what do you think? No one sees without what? Thinking. Let's proceed. They're coming there today. There are lots of stuff to really explain to us. And I want us to understand it together. No one knows everything. I'm still learning, but I'm telling you what has worked for me and what can work for you. Probably has been working for you already. Let's look at it. Let's proceed. I stopped here. And how their brain can be what? Influenced. When you start selling in a way that corresponds with the way the brain is wired to make purchases, you what? Boost your what? Sales. Now we are the techniques. We want to look into the techniques now. Let me talk to you about something that is very critical. I don't want to take much of our time today. I want to go straight to the point and hit it quickly. Because I also have other interviews today in the same terrain. I'm going to tidy up so fast. Now, when it comes to life generally, what makes things easy is not energy. It is strategy. Someone says strategy. And when I say strategy, it means that what? Technique. They are fighting on the road here. Someone is carrying, you know what I mean? Someone is carrying a stick, want to give blow. One guy just came, short guy. Not too tall. Tiny, like they will just fling him away. He just came there and said, why are they fight? And everybody stopped fighting. One hefty guy has been there saying, stop, telling them, stop fighting, and nobody listened. So what happened to that guy? Probably the way he came. So there's something about it. He said, come and help me talk to this client too. Why can't you? There's something about it. How did you go about it? There's a little thing we need to just check. Let's proceed to the techniques. Number one, I think I have them spelled out here. Contact leads within 5 minutes. I've started class already. I have about 20 something. That's about 21. What do you call it? 21 techniques. I mean to say. Contact lead within 5 minutes. I want to break it down. Practical experiences. How long do you wait to contact your lead? What is a lead? A lead is a suspect. Listen. Like a prospect. Look at it. A client that you are seeing that calling a client today, where it started with this, where it was what? Suspect. It becomes what? A suspect. Then he inspects, and then he ends what as what? A prospect. So it is what? Suspect, inspect, prospect. I suspect you. Everyone is a suspect of my money. All members of my family, they are suspect of my money. If I see anybody on the road, you are a suspect. How do I know? It's either you buy the land or you get me who knows somebody that knows somebody who will have the people that knows the people that knows somebody that will buy the land. So it's a network of people who are suspect. Wow. See it. Leads. How long? Let me show you something. I want to read this before I explain better. Science shows us that buyers are more likely to make a purchase closer what? In time to when they make the what? Initial inquiry. However, every minute you wait before you contact what? The buyer result in a dramatic drop in their interest level. Some salespeople leads some salespeople see leads coming in and wait until they have a free moment later to respond. If you do this, you are making a big mistake. What do I mean? I had a client. We went for store marketing like we did the other day. We're in Ogun State recently for marketing. And then, did some marketing stuff and all that. And I told everybody as we got into the bus, before we started leaving that place to another part in Bega and other areas, I said, everybody, try and call the clients you met now. That mistake we make, even me, I did that mistake when I went to Alaba. I was doing a marketing project on my decks. I took a lot of people, 4 coasters. Sick people enjoying themselves. Bedu is everywhere. Clients, keening. I got clients. I said, when I get home, I will see what I can do. I got home, I slept up, I forgot about it. The next day was Sunday service. We were in church. On Monday morning, I tried to call this person around 9, after 9 thereabouts. He was acting as if he doesn't know me. Now what am I trying to say? What if I had called him at that time? Just like this, simple. Good afternoon, sir. I just want to confirm, is this your number? I just met you now. Please save my number. You have initiated what? A relationship. You call him, say, people have, the way you met him, somebody met him. So how does it trace it to you? So many times, that's how I lost some deals. It's science-based selling. We want to talk about the brain, how they think. A contacting lead within 5 minutes. So you met him on the deal like this. Admire the process, no problem. He gave you his contact, relate with him fast. If you are so big you can't, let somebody call them. It's contacting leads. Look at the graph. The impact of speed to call on conversation within 1 minute. So within 24 hours. This hard research, it was not just that they are tested and they are trusted. I did a check online. I would look at the graph very well. So the impact of speed to call. I'm not saying you should call him and tell him that, okay, so the land, Vatican Estate is located in Enugu, so or in Busan. That's what. No, I'm not saying that. Just call him. Good afternoon, sir. I want to say thank you so much. I just met you now. This is Coach Spark Ovadje Nigerian. So I will store your number. What's your name, sir? You take his contact, you store it, and then you guys maintain a balance, and you are good. Cut the call. What happened next? Follow up some other thing. Next person, you have initiated. So you can call him again later. Say, I was going to call you that we just met that time. You will be easier to remember. You cannot start the process. You are going there. Let's look at number 2. Make 6 attempts. Look at it. Let's come up. The power of man is 6. Perfection number is what? 7. So make 6 attempts to reach leads. How many times do you contact your lead? Most salespeople call once or twice, then they what? They give up. But don't what? Because research from Velocity shows, this was online, shows that making 6 attempts is the magic number. You can dramatically improve your contact rate by making 6 attempts to call your leads. Leads are people that, okay, you have already shown interest or you are following them on. He's leading you on. Sir, the guy is leading me on. He's leading you on, why? He can still marry you. Yes, leading you. The lead. So there's a lead. So it's leads. It's giving you direction and all that. How do I mean by making 6 attempts? Someone will ask me a question. What do you mean by making 6 attempts? A client asks a question. Send me what you have. You did. All of a sudden, it's no longer responding. Try other method. That's 6 attempts. What other way? If text message is no longer, WhatsApp is no longer giving you feedback, enter into what? Bulk SMS. That's number 2 attempt. Bulk SMS is not working. Figure out through his number and everything. Look for what is what? Email. That's what number what? 3. Number 4 is what? Look for the layout of the estate you are marketing and pushing to him. Try and see him in his what? Office. And that attempt again is that do not sell to him. Educate him. How? Someone say how? Simple. In such a way that you say, okay, well, I'm marketing this particular product to this client, but he's not relating again. Just leave it. Give him updates on some news around. Change the topic. Send him something that you feel may interest him. You're following him. Oh, you are looking at his number, looking at his name. His DP is telling you that he's someone that may be interested in things like comedy. I tell you, look what I do. Those clients that did not respond to me for the past 2 weeks, they are all going to wait for my comedy on Sunday. Do you know why? I will send a comedy, popular comedy that is nice, that's making somebody laugh. I just write Happy Sunday. I have changed the topic. They will view it. They will just put an emoji, laugh. Hope you did not forget you start again. Because he has been responding and responding and responding, you must respond to that one. If he doesn't say it again, die it off. So it means that sometimes some people don't really want that. Look for another medium. So it means that making 6 attempts means not the same thing repeatedly, different way. It could be the same thing but in a different way, or looking for how to get different method and techniques to relate that same information to him, but in a different method. It's email marketing, it's bulk SMS, there's direct call, there's normal text message that is not bulk SMS. Yes, there are many methods. There's a way to track him through Facebook too. Truecaller will give you some information about him. Try and search it. Does it correspond with the face he has on the WhatsApp and the face on the Facebook? You get it? Look for a way. Change the topic, the call. So that's making 6 attempts. Let's look at number 3 because there's no time. Number 3. Before you see, the time is already 12 o'clock. Let's proceed. Call early in the morning or late afternoon. Science-based selling. What time do you call your leads? A buyer might be in a much better mood with you if you call at a time that is convenient for him or her. Like first thing in the morning or at the end of their working day. I will show you the times to call people. Now I have the slide, everything prepared here. The exact time will vary by what? Industry. You know the person you are marketing is what? Is a banker. You are telling me you are led. You are calling me by 8:30. When he's just trying to settle the office and you know he's at the cash, he's the one giving people money at deposit. He's going to pick a call? No, can't pick a call. What am I saying? It varies by industry. Knowing a little about the client will help you to know when to call. So it is not wrong to ask him, sir, sorry to ask, so what do you do? You need to know. Someone like me now, I am a real estate coach. Generally, my 10 o'clock can never be free. You are calling me by that time, you are wasting your time. Somebody else, you can't talk to me directly by that time. So when will you talk to me? You figure out, okay, this guy does this, and from his status, this is what he's doing now. This is like this he's doing now. Okay, if he's doing all these things now, he can't talk now. If I call, they will pick. If he calls, I mean, say, if any call, someone will pick. But it's not me. He's going to drop a message. So do you want to talk to me privately? Then how do you call? The guy works in the airport. Yes, he told you. Do you have an idea of the position he is? You need to ask. That's why you see that it's better for you to build a relationship with the person before you even start this marketing thing. Don't be in a hurry. The other day we went for marketing, we saw many engineers on site. We look at it at that particular time they were doing all the stuff, they were free. But I know in the morning they will gather somewhere. Imagine the security of a bank. Fresh is actually all doing warm up. And you're calling them very early in the morning. You may not fit it. You need to understand all these things. I don't know what I'm trying to say. So it's how it affects them. And he said it varies anyway. He said it varies. It's going to come up, don't worry. It varies with respect to the industry and all that. Now, all of the reasons why we say most times, this is something going to come up. The reason why we say people should always try and connect with the client first is because we want them to get to understand. We want them to understand the kind of occupation, the kind of person, so that you know what to say. That's when they don't have children. The moment you mention buy for your kids is annoying. He doesn't want to remember it. Because he feels he cannot have a child. And that's the situation. So when you talk about buying for kids now, it's a problem. How then you know what to do? You have to have an idea. Use wisdom. Not everybody has family. They may have where they're coming from. Ask the family, it's fine. If you see that he's always feeling uncomfortable with those messages, don't ask again. You have a client like that. He doesn't believe in all those things. He lives his life normally. He helps the needy. He says some percent of all his money goes to orphanage, and he's not interested in it. He just have that mentality. I can't change it. So what do? I work with it. So if he has someone that is young around him, and he can actually help that person. So I cannot be telling that first client now to go and invest for what? His kid. Let's proceed because of our time. Number 4. Call on Wednesdays or Thursdays. You ask us, what's Spark saying? What I'm saying is that Monday is always very busy. It's really busy and very busy. Do I really need that time? Well, it's nice. But look at what I said here. Look at it. Let me reach further before I don't go and start and getting you confused. Next time, let's take a look. Next up, let's take a look at a day of the week. Do you schedule your calling days when you have time or when your buyers have time? Which is best? When your buyers have time. It's all about them. The scientific research shows that buyers will be more responsive on some days than others. Look at it. Unsurprisingly, Mondays aren't great to call buyers. But did you know Tuesdays is just as what? Bad. Who explain? Does not mean you cannot initiate a contact with the person. Bulk SMS can still go where you're not calling. That's why I love those people that do that messages. They will say, Happy New Week. Message from somebody. You can do that. Don't call him. You're warming up. Let's proceed with the email. It's still on number 4. The slide is really long, so I'll try to tidy up so fast and then answer questions and take questions from the people that are also listening. The best days to call for you will differ by what? Industry. Yes. So it means that don't just assume that what I just said here may be final. It differs. Look at it here. So make sure you do your research to understand the standard week of your buyers. However, the data shows us that midweek to just before the end of the week is the best day to call. For most of us, the Wednesday and Thursday are the best days to contact your leads. Look at the graphic. You can take that off there so that you can sit. That's my mic. Take it off. So the holder. Cheers. So day of the week. Mondays are really busy, they say. It's not as if it's not good to call somebody. You can call somebody on Monday. But the time. We are saying if it has to do with request, come and buy land. It's annoying. Even look at it if you are the one. You just woke up in the morning. Send me one flyer. The land is selling for 5.5 million naira. It says Enugu. It's 8 a.m. You are sending it to me and say that if I don't buy it now, I'll miss the opportunity. What's wrong with you? It's annoying. Because I have a lot of things. I have not even got to the office. I say on my way. If you go and talk to someone that is actually a GM or an MD who is really angry about life, that time. Or if someone that is actually getting it tough and is getting to the month end for salaries, then you got to know yourself. Young man, what is good about this money? You say how you pick your phone and start calling people anyhow without permission. Has it happened to me before? Yes, it's happened to me before. He said, I'm still talking. Relax, young man. He was talking to me. It's not my fault. I didn't know. Went for a class. They told us to call all our clients. I started calling everybody. I didn't check the time. I said I want to call early before he gets busy. And I just call him. I waiting till 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, I just call him. He was even showing number busy. As I keep calling, call waiting, keep calling. Say, young man, what is it? What is it? You've been calling me. So I was the one that came to say, I'm going to call you back. I said, sir, this land will expire today. What's wrong with me? And that's why you see that I lost the clients. Blood is too hot. You have to relax. So what would I have done that time? It's just a message. I can follow up in the evening. So it's not as if it's not good to call them, but you know, there are times. The problem of Monday is still entering Tuesday, so it's still not a good time, we are saying. And all that. Let's look at number 5. Call from a local number. I borrow somebody's phone. Let me call this person. You're calling your own client to somebody's phone. Road seller. You are calling, you don't even understand your phone is showing private number. You are calling, you've not settled yourself. This one will lead me to something I want to say now. Every realtor, salesperson, marketer, whoever you are, human being, or animal that picks a phone, must ensure that his true caller is actually showing his exact name. You're calling me now, and I saw scammer there. I mean, not talk much. There's a particular guy, because sometimes I meet people that I girls want to support. And what do I do to them? Okay, school fees. I have helped a lot of people like that. A guy actually called me, and he was talking about what school fees and all that. he wanted to go for the exam and all that. Somewhere in Ikorodu, I sent the money. I didn't have that much then. I was so busy. I just finished sending some people money, one particular widow and all that. I was just giving them money. And at the end of the day, he now tried to relate with me on WhatsApp. And I showed my media manager when we were driving that day. I said, I don't believe this guy again. No. You know why? All because I saw something about scammer on the no, not really on the DP. On the you know when you save a WhatsApp number, there's something about money, something scam. Maybe he's just trying to use it as guy. And because of that particular thing I saw, look for the number to be blocked quickly. So it means that some clients do not relate with us directly because of we are not bothered about what our name is showing to them. And how is this camera? Somebody may have used that SIM before you bought it. They do a lot of nonsense. I just bought the SIM this week, and we're sitting here in the office. Only for us to check the name of the contact. She's laughing. He was showing something else. So I was now wondering if I was calling a client with that number. So it's annoying, you know, because what I saw made me not to use the SIM for now till I fix it. Because I'm not Woli Agba. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. Me calling you now, you're saying Woli Agba or saying Dosumu, DSP, Bakave bread. I don't make any sense. I don't sell bread. So it's like when you called me, I saw Bakave bread there and Dosumu is your name. How come your name Spark again? It's confusing. So it means that what? Be careful of this. So when I say call from a local number, it means that go to your phone, whether it's small phone or big phone, go and enable it. You know that place you have to enable it that so that it will not hide your number. It will show your number always. That's what I'm trying to say. How the client think. It's not about me. It's about the people that are buying the land. I can talk here from now to tomorrow, but it's not about me. It's about what? Who is going to buy the land? And who is buying it, I will now relate with him based on how I see him. And if you cannot see him, you are only looking at him. That means you don't understand him. Yes, I know what I'm saying. Let's look at the graph again. I have researched for all these things. Likelihood of unanswered calls. Extremely likely. Actually, we are having a local, out of state, and toll free. You can see the one that is bigger. Local number 234. You know, so let it be a real contact. Numbers like that has a way. So extremely unlikely. So this is just a graph. I did that research online. And I want us to take and follow up this thing because they are realities. Let's go to number 5. Okay, I don't know, number 6. I talked about something that looks like me. Smile. Funny. Even when you are saying something that is wrong, by the time you are smiling like this, you are changing the mind. I went to meet a client. He just said, hope I will smile like you when I buy the land. I said, definitely. Before I started, I said, I know you people are from real estate. We're just marketing in the street. He said, hope I will smile like you. I said, yes, why not? But our land are smiling land. Then I started talking. He gave me, because I was smiling and positive. Let me read this. What are the first words or words out of your mouth when you start speaking to your buyer? It's a small talk or chit chat, right? You might think that making a comment about how terrible the weather is makes no difference. But it can actually have a knock-on negative effect of your likelihood to make a sale. If you had a bad morning, keep it to yourself. As scientific research shows that starting with a positive comment will be more profitable for you. Look at it. A research found that waiters who simply said good morning to hotel guests and gave a positive weather forecast were able to boost their tips by 27%. Meaning that what? Hello sir, are you going for inspection? Sir, I was just told that the traffic here not be here. Just told the client like that. And the other day said, some people spend 4 hours on the road. I say, really? We can't go today. Please silence your phone. So they said the clients are many, but you can cause a problem. You just have to be positive or nothing. If that's the right word to say, that's my philosophy. Be very positive. I'm seeing traffic here. It looks as if it's a guy serious, but I'm very positive that. So don't worry. It's not too far. It's not one road. He's saying something. It's just one side of the road. I found that they will pass there. Even when you are getting say, I never knew the road has gotten like this. So no problem. Just be positive till we get to the land. Because going to a place for the first time is farther than coming back. I'm telling you. So get the client, get there. Oh, are we going to go and turn again? There will be traffic, so don't worry, sir. You will love it. We need to pick some things that are very sensitive in the office before we go to the site. I did that one day. Why? So the client can come to the office with me. When he saw the office, he believed more because he saw structure. I thought you guys are just one small company on the road. When you look at the office, so this is the estate, this is the company, this is nice, yo. Wow, 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 wow. He fell in love with it, and when we were going, you got more confidence. So that's why you see I like most of our prospects to try our best, either to get the client to the office or have a way to show them your picture of yourself in the office. It makes you sell faster. Ask those who are sold and all that. All these things are good. Come here, take back advice. Come here, gather people. Come here, talk. Clients believe you more when they see you with people. Say that guy is always on his own. They can't catch him because there's any problem. But it's with people. If I can't catch this guy, I'll catch this one that look like him. His friend. That is why they don't give some deal to some people that are not married.
Oh my home, oh my home. Vatican Garden Estate Phase 2 Asaba is your home of peace and serenity. Discussing an opportunity is foolishness and acting on an opportunity is wisdom. Vatican Garden Estate Phase 2 Asaba is the opportunity. Grab your own plot of land for as cheap as 1.5 million naira right here at a prestigious estate of great residential lifestyle, guaranteed peace and serenity, offering 100% dry land. Buy and build service plots, instant physical allocation, neighborhood, immigration office, Asaba Airport, Civil Defense Office, Summit Hill Estate, and many more. Vatican Garden Estate Phase 2 Asaba is located beside Asaba Airport and Immigration Office, Ibusa, Asaba, Delta State. Asaba Office, The Park Plaza, 135 Ibusa Road, opposite Ministry of Lands and Survey, Asaba. Ziplat Profile Limited, your investment house.
I was doing a deal of 195 million 2 years ago. That's in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. 2018. It was actually August or July ending. 28th or 27th thereabouts. And the man said, how are we sure? I was there, he doesn't understand Yoruba. He said, he was speaking to them and saying, oh, boy, he was saying so many things that how are we sure? Tuba Salonko. Do you know what I said? If he runs away, what will happen to me? What was he saying that? Because the fact that this guy don't really know and all that. So what am I trying to say? It was only because I started talking, but at the end of the day, I didn't even collect them. They didn't give me the money. Today, you know why? I'm not married. They don't know who to who. And because me myself too, I didn't have what to say at that time to make the person believe in me. So positivity is very, very sensitive. When you are positive about what you want to do, and you are so when you are positive, you are going to be powerful. I'm telling you. See, I see what they said. What did you see there? I see big estate gate. You are seeing. Only people that are positive can see. Negative do not see. Because they just we were like, what did it say in the Bible? We were like grasshoppers. Very sensitive statement. What do you see? Number 7. Don't talk bad about the competition. These are not part that are less sensitive. Now, where am I emphasizing on? Look at this, Daddy. I may have a particular prospect who I have convinced already, who likes my land. He's not using wisdom to ask you. These clients, they are very crazy set of people. Sometimes. I'm saying sometimes, I don't mean all like crazy. Some are crazy. The same we also have concerns that could be crazy too. Now, when I'm saying all these things, I know what I'm saying though. Some of them deliberately want to find out your kind of person. Now ask you, okay, I saw this company there. Why don't you take me to that company? You're not talking, those companies, they're not good though. You start talking anyhow because you want to get into your favor. It is wrong. Let me read. Do you say bad things about your competitors? It's time to stop. Saying bad things about other people or companies result in a phenomenon called spontaneous trade transference. Let me say it again. Spontaneous trade transference. The brain works in a way that associates gossip or negativity to the person who is doing the what? Talking. So if you say something negative about a competitor to a buyer, then the brain puts those negative traits on what? On you. Thank you, sir. The science shows that when you start saying bad things about your competition, those traits are transferred to you in the mind of the buyer. So I want you to really believe in us very well. So that company they don't allocate. It's not your business. why can't we buy from them? You just say, well, sir, most of these companies are really nice. They are really good. There are good ones out there. But you know me, I do my due diligence to go and check some of them. And I like a land that I've been to. I've seen a document. Give them reason to buy from you, not spoiling another company. Many people today, the reason why they're having issues with consistent sale is because they talk too much. They want to show that they know the stuff, and they are spoiling one other particular brand again. I'm not saying that you should be disorganized. What I'm trying to say, be really positive in such a way that you are seen as a very nice person. You don't have things that you said because you don't even know. Many of the people that you are even marketing to may be friends or people that on those other estates, owners, and is marking you. Sometimes we are marketing to MDs, so you're not aware. You're talking to someone that you want to take for inspection, and the man is at MD of another real estate company. He's just watching you. A lady actually took someone for inspection, only to find out later that I was launching the man estate. And I found out that that man that went for inspection is an MD from another real estate company. So what does he want to do? He wanted to see the land and see all the information and know how to make his own estate. How did that lady get the job? Because she was able to manage the man well. He said, I will pay you very well. I like the way you managed this deal. And I need somebody like you in my company. Do you know I own these things too? I said, really? Got talking. That's how the lady became a GM. Because she could manage well. Yes. So managing people is very sensitive. And it starts with your talking. Not talking bad about one company. Hey, what's that company? And they don't use to allocate their bad. Don't join them. Stay away from it. I try my best to stay away from all these too many talks because it causes problem. How have you ever imagined it that Coach Spark is in 183 companies in Nigeria, real estate companies, and they don't have issues? Have you ever imagined it? Have you ever imagined it? I don't have problems, and it's 20 years, and there's no issue. Why? Because my mouth is careful. Careful how to say things. Are we together? Okay, you can sit over there. Yes. Thank you. This watch. Careful how to say things and how to be careful of my statement. Some MD asked me questions. Let me tell you a little of me. He said, okay, what can you say about this company? What are they running? I said, that company, they are really doing great too, and they're really nice. Actually, we need to really sit up on some of these things too. After speaking to that man again, the other company asked me again, say, that company, they are doing really great too. We need to. It's the same thing. So this man is saying that guy is doing great, and that man is saying someone is doing great. So nobody can say anything bad about Coach Spark. That's the reality. For every time you speak against anybody, you utter a grace that will fall on you. Yes. Speaking against anything will make you in order to reach that level. And some of these people we are seeing today that are doing real estate with us that are over here may become MDs tomorrow. Will they say this thing about you and you will like it? No. So most times when you talk to a client like that, you lose opportunities. Let's go to number 8. Body language. I can remember that particular slide. Remember what? The power. Body language. I'm seeing on the 20 something, so I have to fast. I'm looking at my time. Already after 11. Remember the power of what? Body language. As a salesperson, I am sure you think carefully about the words you use. But how much attention do you pay to your body language? Countless studies have come to the conclusion that effective non-verbal communication is essential for shaping your buyer's behavior. A study found that salespeople who use effective body language increase their sales by 5 to 6%. 6%. That's 56%. Meaning that what? How? The body language. Let me explain. I told you guys about something the other day. There's this particular lady for inspection. We were all there together. I was embarrassed. We're just there talking to the man. Then he has already told me before that guy likes her and he wants to have sex with her and all that. I said, don't worry. That even though they want to do this, just understand how to manage the client. You won't end up there. That you say you should meet him in the hotel does not mean you should meet him in the room. You can still meet him in the hotel, but not in this room. But when you take a key and say, okay, go to the reception and take a key, room 104, and wait for me inside, what will you expect? And you now wear spaghetti. What do you expect? spaghetti and maize to be eaten. So that's what would have happened. So what I'm saying is that when we got there, in the man's office, let me not emphasize too much. We sat down, you know, we're talking. The man had turned to the back. I was trying to check one or two, just like, you know, those offices that you have one small stuff, they hang suits. So we're just there trying to just check one or two that they want to give to the secretary that came. That's how this girl just lies. What did you give? And then the man just turned and the thing not join. That's where Wahala started in the office. Let me explain what happened. The man now said, you know, what's the meaning of that? What was the meaning of that now? Because he just did, you know this thing. And then the man just, you know, right, just like it, he just turned and just jammed the. I started trying to apologize. So sorry, man. He was trying to do something. Said, no, let her tell me what you have to get out of my office. We lose that deal. I'm still talking to the man, but he's saying those useless set of people that you keep around, you have to be careful of them. That's how I keep referring to the lady. What happened now? Body language. Some people have cameras in their office. That's how they check this, imagine you. So you enter the, before you enter, you stay like front like this, you do like this. You are packaging everywhere. So he said, okay, he's like this girl, and maybe he's there with his wife. So it's like this girl is coming here for seduction. I don't even know what she wants here, but I think we can do both ways. Camera. Body language is very, very sensitive. I once had a pastor who can carry his belt up here. I was saying it, any small thing, I know the man's name, I know the call, I don't know why he's watching me. Carry stuff like this every time. I was younger then. He always carry his sister here. So I used to see him as a drag up trouser pastor. That's what I called him. It was his body language. Because of that, I carried him as a village person. No matter how he went to school as a banker. What am I trying to say? Body language is very sensitive. Some of the reasons why some clients are not seeing us seriously is that we are not careful. Let me explain something to you about the way we dress. I will emphasize later when we proceed to the other part, which is the, I think number one of the 11 or 12 side, 12, number 12. Now watch. You find that when you wear agbada, look at me now. This thing has agbada. This one I'm wearing. It's a very big agbada on it. But agbada has a kind of posture. Nobody wears agbada and be humble. Let me tell you. Have you ever seen someone wear agbada and like, no, except he went for traditional wedding, and his one getting married. Everybody that wear agbada always like this. He carries the kind of stuff and moving like this. You just have to be like, because you must do like this to hold it. So it means that what is working on my body language, way I'm behaving. The same way also, there's some kind of clothes that someone will wear. When I look at them when they come to meet me, this guy is sagging. Maybe this is a Yahoo guy. No. It's his body language, the way he's dressed, the way he's behaving, and the kind of dress you wear determine how you look. You can't wear a tie and be looking some. There's a way you'll be looking. A tie gives you a kind of culture that you look so official, and it works in your mind to make you behave like it. Are we together? Body language, sensitive. Let's go to the man. 9. Social media. I think I had it too. Where you have to use social media. I talk about social media. Science. There's no how we can do science-based selling without talking about social media. No, I know that. So I don't really have much to say there. Using social media to sell and all that. Using social media to sell. So does your boss have a strict no social media policy at work? Maybe you're working somewhere. Doesn't mean you can start using. You can just build a small page, special page for yourself. Because most of us that could work in other companies may want to start selling real estate from where we are. You can set up a new page. Don't post those real estate things, because there are some people that will tell you that don't share any other thing apart from that. There's some strict boss like that, and you want to keep the job. You just have to. How do you do it now? Create a new page for the business. Everybody can like it. You can be selling what you're doing, but you have your normal stuff you're doing. Because sometimes you may get more deals because you are working in a place. I told the guy that was complaining of sales, that the simple thing you have to do is this. You have to get a job. What kind of job do I recommend for him? Pump attendant. Who is a pump attendant? For a filling station. So he started working there. The guy sold about, is it 2 plots now? He said he wants to resign. I told him that please continue. I've said this story many times, I have that number. Now what I'm saying is that if that guy wasn't working there, he wouldn't have met clients. But before they even allow us to share the flyer, I have spoken to the manager who has said they would get 5% from all the sales the guy will make there. So it was a deal. So now you just do some few days and you want to resign. So if that guy was not at the place of what work, you won't get that. So social media at times can also make you see some information. And you can then add more people and build your profile before you resign. That's if there will be time to resign. Or you leave, you remain there. Any 30K, we are making big money monthly from other areas. Are you aware that some of the actually states of companies are any 100,000 naira, and they are there for 8 years, still any 100,000 naira, but the money they make is big. It's big. I read a lot of articles about things like that. You see, a bank cannot earn it too much, but he knows how to do trade with some money given to him. Times 10 monthly. Carry the money, borrow it, put it back. So he's just playing with the money, but he gets the money up. It's because of what? You know what to do. So social media marketing. Then look at number 10. Be a driver. Be a driver. I don't mean you go and register in the driving school. No. When I say be a driver, I mean what? Are you passionate? Are you in charge? No matter how car full or bus full, they know they struggle with. Say, driver, may I just sit down with you? You know they happen. Does they happen? So be a driver. Do you come across as passionate to your buyers? The scientific people, the science identify people with a personality known as drivers that convey an overwhelming desire to succeed. They are competitive, optimistic, look at that, and ambitious. Anyone can work on these skills, but if you are hiring new salespeople, then you will want to make sure these qualities are already present. Now what I mean is that being in charge. Someone that knows what to do. You're talking with the client and every little thing you're saying, how many plots is there that place? They call again. How many square meters on the line? Okay, excuse me sir, I think it's about 800 or 500. Doesn't mean I'm calling again. You have called about 5 times sitting with the client for the information that you should be in charge of. If you want to employ a driver and you call him for what? Interview. Take me to Ikoyi. And when he got to what do you call that place? Obalende, he called somebody to direct him. He stopped again. When he got to the other place again, he called again. He said, and this is how we call him. He can't get the job because he doesn't know much. What am I trying to say? There are ways to get to know much, being updated with what? The latest things. How do you do that? Google Map can help you do all these things. There's Zuzu Map. There are so many kind of maps. I always get that, and then you have to learn to use them. Now, what do I mean here? Flyers will be with you. You don't need to even cram everything. You can just go with the flyer. You know how to use wisdom. Oh, you said plot size, sir. Look at it. It's written here. The plot sizes. You are showing him by what you have. So you are prepared. You are a driver. That's being a driver in the business. That's understanding how to go about communicating contrast and the contrast. Look at it here. Let me read this again. A study at Aprego, this is actually research, looked at 80 years of sales research and discovered that the top salespeople exhibit the traits of drivers. In contrast, underperforming salespeople can cost over 6 figures annually in salary, training dollars, and losses to employers. It's trying to tell you that what most of the reasons why some company may go down, some people are not making sales, maybe that they are not yet seeing themselves as being in charge. Everything at MD, everything at my upline, everything like this, so you are not in charge of your business. When you start seeing this, because how do you become a driver? You start seeing the business as is your own. This is my business. You get all the content, you have the subscription form. How many of you have the subscription form of our office, our stuffs in your houses, and you have them with you in the car? All these are very sensitive, bro. Very sensitive. You have deleted all the videos. You're not in charge. You don't know anything. You're waiting for the latest video. You're waiting for the flyer to come out where you can get online and get this flyer out. You're in charge. Imagine, okay, just a minute, sir. Let me get the full flyer. You have to know how to manage feedback. Know how to pause when they are trying to emphasize them more. Then you relate information with wisdom. You have to learn it. Rehearse it with your girlfriend, your wife, your boyfriend, anybody, husband. Rehearse it. Let them be dealing with you with questions and you are finishing it up. It's like you did very well. Hey, high five. You got it. If you doesn't get it, tell him that I'm not sure I can buy this property. Your wife telling that. Say, I didn't do it very well. Yes, you didn't do it well. Be a driver. Competitive nature of sales. Someone makes a sale and you are angry. Do you want to win as many sales as possible? The top performing salespeople are competitive and see sales as not just a job, but a game. Someone made sales and you don't vex. That guy must be into something. Why is he making sales? Who told you? You have to enjoy it. Someone just sold something. I just carry his picture, put on my status. I say, congratulations. Sell it. Let me tell you something about this thing. You know, you'll be asking me why did I put it in my slide. There are something I added that are personal to me that I added to this slide that were not part of the slide from the beginning. But I've taught this class before, but not this year. It was last year. And when I taught it, there's something that were not there. Now, see what I'm saying? I have not sold a particular estate and I was interested in selling. So you see what I did? And I took the picture of the person that sold the highest in that day. And I put there, and I put here announcer Coach Spark as his one that sold seriously. And put the information, and put the congratulations, and put on my status. He saw it, they're selling seriously in that estate too. Someone sold about 80 plots. Are you serious? This is nice, and they're giving him a car. He said, I said I will join this business too. I said, it's not you that you don't want to buy all this wine and all that. And then I got talking. He said, I want to book my see the land again. That's why I've forgotten where it is. After I got talking again, because I celebrated someone that made the sale. I'm celebrating somebody, enjoying the competitive number of sales. Today I sent somebody a message that made sale. I carry this picture now and put on my Facebook. I will delete it because it's not my own information. But I've left it there for today. What is he doing? He's promoting the person, promoting what he's doing, and promoting the estate he sold. So how the client see that you are celebrating people. This guy is not on his own. He doesn't say bad about anybody. So who is this guy? I don't really know. I like this guy. You know what? Because you are enjoying the competitive nature of sales. You don't give up. People in Enugu don't give up. These are realities. As somebody said, okay, I'm going to meet this particular person. Why is he the only one making sales? Well, you have to celebrate him. Man's always touching this thing. You have to celebrate him. So it means that don't start saying, okay, well, he made sale last week. Now he carry bag of rice. Now he carry chicken. They don't give him TV again. Why not snap with him and join and then put it on your status, make it your DP. Sir, they gave you that. This is what they call faking it till you make it. They will think it's you that even gave the bag of rice. Do as if now you they collect the rice. I'm telling you. So people are successful. One guy won a car. I went there and said, how you doing? I just shaking like this and I snap. He killed in my hand. So that company give car. I said, then we have to give Coach Spark car. One company said they are going to give me a car. That one company was giving me a car, so they want to take me away from, want me to be on them. Because of that picture, they gave me one car. That's 2 years ago. What am I trying to say? These are the realities. Enjoying the competitive nature of sales. Ask those that are successful. They celebrated someone that was successful. It took them there. That day I was wishing Uche Wonsu happy birthday, and my picture was with him. I just celebrated him there. Some people called me, so you know this man? I said, yes, we know. Yes, I celebrated him, but people that did not want to talk with me before now saw me with him. So, okay, this guy knows this guy. That means he must know Okorocha. That's Okorocha's in-law. Yes. So he lead. He now flowed with me. Say, so don't you think you should be in politics too? I said, no, I didn't want to be in politics. We got talking. When we got talking with then when we go for that was the guy that day I was telling you that I saw him with so I have celebrated somebody now and then we moved. So it's very sensitive. It's very sensitive. I cannot say more than this. Let's look at number 12. Say yes to optimism. Because if I start emphasizing, time will be fast spent. And I must finish by 12 so I can take questions. Say yes to optimism. When you look at a glass, is it half empty or half full? You might be wondering what the answer to this question can have on sales. But the science is clear. Psychologist Martin Seligman and his colleagues were the first to study optimism in salespeople. Over 30 years of research involving more than 1 million salespeople confirmed that optimism is a valuable attribute. You have to be an optimist. Their most notable research was in 1986 with Martin Seligman and Peter Schumann. They tested 14,000 applicants at Metropolitan Life for optimism. See, all the time I'm saying that they are practical things. I did the research because it's science-based selling. I went online to check, read books. Listen, It's good to read books, but don't read too many books. I'm telling you, this is reality. You will not be confused. Have you seen when they say 5 ways to be a billionaire? And one guy, they said the book. The guy sit down there, doesn't have a shop. He's just paying 100 naira daily for a place. Why is he not reading the book? Maybe he has read it, but he doesn't even know what to do again. Too many books. This is reality. So what I'm saying is that what? Study, use little, and check the feedback. Be an optimist. Okay, can I see this book from a different angle? Check out the people that are very, very successful. You always find out they are dropped at their job. What's going on? They are tired of the too many things they were ready. I'm not saying school is not good. It's very important. You go to school. It's nice. But at the same time, as you go to school, try to understand each level. Test yourself on things. Take yourself out sometimes. Look at Dangote. He did not finish that, but they find out that this people actually say that he graduated from is the chancellor of the university. How come? Where is it? Big Gates, all those people we are seeing over there and all that. He took time to work on himself. An optimist. Look at it from a different angle. Because you're seeing half empty, someone's seeing half full. So how do you see it? See it from another angle. I want to talk to this client now. This guy is telling me to meet him at the club. Why don't I just tell him that? Nice idea, sir. I love the place. Invite some babes along with you. Tell him to invite this. That's going to be a nice time. Turn it to your show. He can't. Because you are seeing it differently. Someone is seeing that it's half empty. Someone is seeing that it's half full. Oh. At least that's a way to meet more people. I will take out their phone number. We enjoy ourselves, flex, and then we'll go. Yes. Number 13. I still have more information about this very sensitive. I love this lady, Nengi, because of this. Nengi is not just an introvert or an extrovert. She has the two. You watch her. Who is an introvert? Someone that likes to be on her own. Who is an extrovert? Let's talk to everybody. But look at it. Sometimes she's on her own, sometimes she talks to everybody. This is the people they employ in jobs. I'm like this. At times I just stay. I don't want to see people. But I used to be much like this. It was not good for me. I'm never like this. It's my wife that is like this. This is me. Look at it. So if you are an introvert, you may have heard that extrovert makes the best salespeople. Well, it's not entirely accurate, as the best salespeople are neither introverted nor extrovert. They are what? Ambivert. And what's an ambivert? An ambivert is someone who has both what? Introvert and extrovert qualities. And bounces between what? The two without committing to one or the other. For example, an ambivert enjoys being around others, but they also enjoy their time alone. Sound familiar? So, if so, then you are in luck. So it means that what? It's very sensitive. Clients do not like someone that talk too much. The same thing also, clients do not. You cannot have more clients if you don't know how to relate with people. So it means that you can hide secrets, you can talk, you're just in between. You have to be in between. How do I know? One guy just lost her job. So it's last year though. It's last year. But I say just because of it. It's always ringing in my mind. How did she lose the job? Our guy came to buy land for his side chick. Bought 3 plots. This guy is the front desk. He now go and call the wife. That guy is buying some plot to plant here. But this and all that. Is it your business? It's not your business. I'm not saying that you should be encouraged. Not that I might say it's even bad. That's not my business. This is life. You don't even know what's happening at home, so what's your business? You're going to call the person there, you lose your job, you lose the commission, and lose everything. He said they want to buy property. He carried you the realtor there. And all of a sudden, he said he's going to buy for somebody. And he came there and he's buying for, you are seeing them, he's like, where this guy is. I see that he's dating this girl. And he's giving her a peg. Oh, she's going to say, thank you so much, but I love the line, she's shouting everywhere. And you're saying, that's not even bought for my friend. It's not your business. I'm not saying you're a bad friend. That is why you have to be this. Because these people will not talk like that. They will maintain. They will do well. You can only tell madam, we're watching our guy be praying for him and all that, and then you don't need to go to the other level. It's not a business. It's not a business, I'm telling you. So will you be happy that they have divided? So these are the realities. So be what and not be that. You have to be a closer, a consultant, or an expert. That's number 15, I think. Okay, 14. Everyone has their own approach to sales. But what is yours? Approach. Scientific studies have identified 8 main sales approach categories, including what? Storytellers, focusers, narrators, aggressors, and socializers. These are very sensitive. You have to take them and you can write them. However, a study of 800 salespeople by research, Lynette Rias and Lane Davis found that the remaining 3 were the most successful. That's closers, consultants, and experts. Look at what I told you. They said they are about what? 8. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, what's this one again? 5 what? Here's the other one. 6, 7, 8. So if you are aggressive marketing is good, but they are not really, they don't last too long. Socializers is also good to relate with people very well, but it's not about this. Focuser, direction, one direction. You only know one company, you are just there. No problem. You thought too much story, no problem. But the best people and the successful ones are what? Closers, consultants, and experts. Who is a consultant? A consultant is someone that can be consulted. And who do you consult? Oracles. Oracles are who? Like gods. So they look at you as someone like that. If you can become like that, then what happens to you? It makes you successful more. So if you say I'm a real estate consultant, you have to be very careful what you just said. Because a real estate consultant is different from a real estate marketer. Marketer tells you about the product according to what the client, the company told you. But consultant tells you about the product in respect to what you asked for. 2 different things. They look alike, but they're not the same. So being a what? A consultant, a closer, or an expert. And how do you become an expert? Study to show yourself approved. Yes, keep studying. Keep reading. Look for the right word to use. Talking to a client. Particular estate Asaba, very close to the immigration days. Sibusa is that you are seeing everything on point. And so do you know that when I look at the first time I saw that estate, I fell in love with it. Why? Because the land was not just only dry, the massive development in that area. So you need to say it's very suitable and good for where you buy and build about 3-4 bedroom flat. You have a special one for madam. You are painting the picture. You are speaking the next part. You don't just say come and buy the land. Flyer does not sell real estate, sir. It's not about flyer. It's about you. How you say it. And it's only expert that know what to say. Consultant is speaking from experience. So there are other estates, so I'm not joking. Nice one, though, but this one, I love it personally. If not because of anything, sir, and I said you buy for me and I give you back the money in 3 months. And because I would have added more money on it. Because this land is good. I've told one of my uncle, see, they say fake it, you make it. You're talking. One of my uncle to buy 2. And he said he's going to buy 6 because he wants to sell 2 to develop it. So you just give him an idea. You are bringing out things that can just go along. You are still using all these things that are storytelling and all that. You are focusing on this, no problem. But don't forget, you must be what? Consult well, an expert. And then you have to end up closing that deal. You have to. You have to. Many of us are very good at doing all these things, but we don't carry subscription for when we are going for what? That period of time to do presentation. And one of the first things to take along when you're going for what? Presentation is subscription form. Fill your name down. How do we pay now? Yes. Very simple, sir. Very easy. Look at the form. Before I came, sir, I was about filling your name. It's as if I know you are going to go for. So how many people are you going for? I like these guys. When they are marketing to you, some people they will just tell you, so how many plots are you? How many slots? There's call to action. The closer. Don't start telling about the land. Just tell you, sir, the way I'm looking at you, you bought the land already. The man is too sweet. Say it like you just say you bought the land already. But it is probably I have side with you is that I don't know how many plots you are going for. Whether it's 6 or 7 or 10. It's funny. But he's looking at you that, you are in my pocket. It's funny. So, sir, so how should I feel, sir? You are feeling it, and it's doing every necessary thing. So, sir, I would love you to do this now because why? I want to call the company now directly to give you discount. But it depends on the volume you are buying because you are my man. You saying it, Will. You went there to close the deal, not going to go and market. You understand? These are the realities. Offer more than one option. Number. What number is that? 15. I'm looking at my time. Offer more than one option. The client asks a question, give me what you have. You don't have many estates, right? No problem. Just offer more than one option. The best number is 3. I always say 3. 2 is still good. 3 is better. How do I know? They were selling DVD somewhere. Sorry. They were selling DVD. And when they brought it to sell, only 10% bought. But the day that came back again and brought the same DVD, they now packaged one black, one blue, different, but the same DVD. What happened? 66%. So it means that what? The buyers or your buyers are what? This MOE, more likely to make a purchase if they feel confident about their decision. They saw server and they choose it by themselves. You see a girl, a lady behaving somehow. You are asking her out. Make a move as if you like her friend. She will start getting jealous and she will be serious with you. There are more options.
C-Plat Profile Limited, your investment.
Eyo, ana happy bani choso ka we ba na roagwo. Anya so chela gbam, imepegase Southeast. One name tinye gogebo gabaraguru. Ihu ohere di n'ihu taa, ma wori ya mezi ihe o ya ba mamihe. Maka echi na abia ba maka ndi di otu a. Vatican Garden Estate Enugu bo ohere ahụ. Ebo obibi bụ egba. Nwere ihe niile na-eme ibi ndụ na agasịrịrị werere. Gịnị ka ị na-echezi? Bịa zụrụ otu plot ala nke gị n'ọnụ ego 5.5 million naira. Ala dị kọrọkọrọ. Zụrụ ma rụọ ụlọ gị. Ka ị na-akwụ ụgwọ ka a na-enye gị nke gị ozugbo. Estate agbata obi ha bụ Centenary City, Jedediah Estate, City Village Estate, Eshama Estate. Ị ga-enweta Vatican Garden Estate n'azụ Centenary City, Obinago, Obago, Okonano, Enugu State. Ụlọ ọrụ anyị n'Enugu dị na second floor, suite 14, number 7 Mkpokiti IMT Road, Independence Layout, Enugu 8. C-Plat Profile Limited. Tinye ego gị ebe ọ ga-abara gị uru.
I'm telling you. I watched a Yoruba movie. The guy just told the friend, do as if you are dating me. Strike a deal. I'll give you 300k. So 300k now. Give it to her. She got the money to act as if she was interested and they're not going out. So when I come to take her out, because she's been doing that, she's not interested. Can you take her out? She will say, see what they bought for me. Guys say, yeah, but you know it is me they told for. She's seen it. But later they now, so indeed that's why you can make her appreciate him. So many times you treat clients that way. Show them. What I'm saying is actually show them this option, so that option, so now tell them reasons. You can even say, okay, well, we still have commercial plots in this estate, in Vatican Gardens Estate in Enugu. And we also have the residential part also. We also have a particular part of the estate too that is for residential. It's the same estate, but we are packaging in a different way. So online now, you can go online and market residential estate for sale in what? In Ibusa. Put this place, data state, put the place. Go on again, residential real estate for sale in the what? In the same Ibusa. Different pictures. It's the same thing, but it's more than one option. It's manipulative. It's brain. What do you have, sir? You just put the 3 here. Face. We do this phase 1. You don't put this on. You can call it what? Premium. Just give it a name. This is a Vatican Estate Ibusa. Vatican Estate Enugu. Vatican Estate Commercial. Sir, where is that commercial? I'm interested. Because of the name you gave it. So, sir, which of the commercials are you looking for? Is it the one in Asaba? The one in that one dream? See, you're putting, he's not looking at it. Okay, I think I like commercial because of what you, I like. Where is that commercial? Is it facing the road? You start talking. He doesn't know it's the same estate. He's just dealing with it because of you have met his need. So until you say what he wants to hear, he won't listen to you. Look at this number 16. Act like you are the buyers. Yes, you have to act like you are the buyers. Like now you won't buy. Do you notice that buyers behave and respond to you based on some of these things? Now watch. The science shows that mirroring the gestures and expression and posture of someone you are speaking to can significantly increase their perception of you. This technique, known as mirroring, is mostly seen in what? Couples. But it happens in the workplace too, at meetings, conversation with colleagues, and networking events. Let me read further. One study in 2019 involved a study of 60 people who were tasked with negotiating with each other by mirroring their partner's speech and posture. They were able to reach an agreement of 67% of the time, while those who did not mirror the partner were only able to reach an agreement 12.5% of the same time. And that study in 2011 involved over 100 customers and discovered that they bought more products and had a more positive impression of the company when the retail salespeople who were told to mirror the behavior of their customers. Watch. Mirroring the verbal and non-verbal behavior of your buyers will significantly boost their willingness to agree with you. You are talking as if you are in his mind. It's okay, sir, I can handle this. Hold on, sir. You need to talk about, you wanted that stuff, right? Okay. Alright. What we want. You know, you are there speaking you are speaking on behalf of your buyer. Let me talk to the office for you. What my client wants is, he wants a land that is dry. And where we want, you're talking about we, see what we're buying it. Where we want is a place that is suitable for commercial. And it must be a corner piece. So, is this still available on the layout? You are part of the company, but you are talking as if you are on the side of the buyer with the phone. So let me talk to the surveyor. So this surveyor is calling. Can I speak to him? Surveyor, please hold on. Good afternoon. This is Coach. I did that thing the other day. The man look as if he does. As if I don't know. I don't even know the company. I will talk as if I don't know the company. Just talk and say. See, the thing is that where we are looking at is a place we can use for plaza, and we are buying it within now and tomorrow. But we want the layer so we can verify and check this. I'm speaking as if I don't know them. Somebody said, he's doing like, that guy knows what I want. That guy knows what I want. And at the end of the day, what does he do? He takes me back to the same thing that what I'm acting like. I'm acting like the buyer. You can trust me. So even though I bring something that is fake, he likes it. So I said, we're there that time. He said, you know what I want. If you say it's okay, we'll pay for it. You know what I'm trying to say? So acting like the buyer, that's actually a way. In their presence. Let me give you an instance. I saw the land. They've not allocated the guy for about 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. He just called me one day when he was in the country. And I said, can we meet in the office? I said, yes, we can meet in the office. I made this so obvious. And guess what I did? I got to the office and I called him. I'm already in the office and all that. So, let me tell you what I did. Just relax. So he was not looking, he was calling, he was still coming from where he's coming from. We met at the Keja, one of the companies in the Keja. So we kept talking and all that. Then all of a sudden, he was calling me back again. So as he called me back, and I was saying, don't tell me that. Get my client document. I don't want to know. I knew I picked his call. But I did as if I was talking to somebody. Look at what I did. Maybe you don't understand. I faced the wall like this. Don't tell me that. Get me that document. I don't like all these things. But see, I can tear this place. I was just saying that thing. And he was here saying, Spark, relax. I'm coming there. Relax. So he felt I was so, hope you're not fighting. So he was looking like this. The way Spark is taking this matter, I thought whether he was actually one of the people that was slowing this thing down. But the way he's taking it, I can't do that too. Relax. I'm coming there. Do you know that when he came, they could not allocate him to that estate. They allocated him to another estate. But because of what I did, he said, if Spark here this one, I will be in trouble. So let's relax. He was one pitying me. Why? I was taking it personal. But how did I do it? I acted. So sometimes, just call you on the phone. No, I told you my client do not want that. The other one said, oh sorry, okay, sorry sir. Mr. Ojuku, sorry, I thought I was talking to the office. It's not true. Act it. This is the reality of life. You have to learn to act. Actors are best marketers. Let's look at the next one. Number 17, believe in yourself. Self-belief. Don't ever doubt yourself. And clients will know. Clients know you don't believe in yourself. because you don't even know what you are selling. It happens, I'm telling you. So do you ever doubt your abilities? Everyone does it from time to time. Yes, they do. So no matter how successful they are most time. But let's look at the next slide. How's the graph? Look at the next slide. See there. In fact, doubting yourself and your abilities is such a common issue that psychologists have given a name as what? Imposture syndrome. One of the best ways to boost self-confidence, according to research, is to reflect on how you have succeeded in the past. Lion is always very bold. Not because he has eaten the animal already. He has confidence. Even though the animal is so far, he's imagining what he did in the past. See what David was able to do to win that guy, the Goliath. He said, when I was in the, I talked. He said, hey, you did all this thing we didn't know. Those things of the past, testimonials, built his capability, and he was so bold, moving like a lion, and he got it done. It's one of the best ways to boost self-confidence. According to research, so reflect on how you succeeded in the past. Then say out loud to yourself that the successes you have earned in the past are evidence of how you will perform in the future. So I said, really, the lands, do not even, if you have this water, we will clear everything. If you see the land 2 years ago, I don't think you will even be, that means you will not even come here. I could not get to the land, but see what we have today. You are positive. Are you serious? Do you have the picture? I don't really have it there, but I will send it to you. You look for something like that and forward to him. Reality. Self-belief. Self-belief. Let's look at number 18. I'm almost done. Looking at the time. Avoid the sunk cost fallacy. Yes, I'm going to explain this one. It's a grammar. Do you quit while you are ahead? Or do you just keep on going? Never knowing when to quit. A phenomenon known as sunk cost fallacy is what happens when people are unwilling to stop doing something that they have already invested time, energy, and resource on, thus making a bad situation potential much worse, instead of seeing it as an opportunity to learn and redefine their sales process. You were there talking to the client. You know what you said is wrong already. Look for a way to correct it fast than continue being wrong. That's what we're saying. I don't know, how do I give an example now? I spoke to you about the land, and I was so positive, very positive about the estate. I told you that the fencing, I've not seen the fence. The fencing is in process. Then you won't just come, because you have said it, you don't want to change your mind. You want to keep going there. And now I went there, there's no fence. Now I said, but you're studying the fence now. So who is pulling who? He said the fence. And I was looking at you. But he said there's a fence here. So you guys are talking, and just say, how come? He said, oh really? Sorry about that. I think I was referring to the other one. That's the one I saw. Correct it fast though. I just keep saying that. Not that could we defend overnight. What's going on? It's money. That's the problem. It happened to me before. I had to correct that thing fast. I said the place is just before Blackwell. We don't pass Blackwell already. I've not seen the place because I've not been there. It's a very sensitive matter. So it costs you something. It can cost you your ego. You gotta kill it. So since we avoid this fallacy, they're able to devote more of their resources profitable to offer. So know how to edit everything, adjust it fast. I'm so sorry about it. So just be real. Get it done. Number 19. Let your confidence shine. Confidence. Let this really shine. When people describe you, how do they look at you? Do they use the word confidence? You know, confident. Numerous studies by Buffett Group. You can actually Google all these things. I did research on all this and I checked them online, and I pulled out this information. I've shown that when someone acts confidently, it adds more weight to what they say. The pastor is saying, the Lord will bless you. You believe that? Let's all say, the Lord will bless you. You say, Pastor, you did not pray very well. You understand? So confidence. That's why all pastors most they want to do confidence. You know, the guy doesn't do that kind of thing. I study at the say, you know, God will favor you. It's as if you are not hearing me. You just take off and say, you know, I want to get them confidence. But you still say, God will favor you. Why is his eye like that? Confidence. It's part of it. So let your confidence shine. As at the land. Oh, you don't know why I laugh like that sometimes when I do my videos. I'm used to it already. It's just my signature. Say, the land is wow. Oh God, you need to see the land, sir. I have been there. How can I miss this opportunity of an estate that has layout, the deliver, I'm not paying extra fare. You are just saying it real. He's looking at you. He's wanting, so he's believing because of how you're saying it. So because how is it that what you said, he believes you more than when somebody else told him? What happened? So the way you said it. Someone said, okay, I love you. So a lady. Another is telling him, I love you, girl. I love you, girl. We see how we doing. It's different. And someone saying, I love you. There are two different things. There are three. Very different. He likes his marriage. I like this guy truly, but I don't like his voice. So it's part of it. It's kind of about 20. I'm almost done. So I'll be ending very soon on the, but so I just want you to go look at all this. I'm talking about the science-based selling. And science-based selling is very sensitive in such a way that there are many things that are just normal things that we think they don't really matter. Those are things we are teaching today. Do buyers find you warm and approachable? If not, there's a very easy way to improve this. Just smile at them often. The man is so angry with you, so that you came late and every other thing and all that. Just smile. So, I'm so sorry. You're still smiling. You're real. Something happened. I'm going to tell you about it and all. So you're real. You're smiling. It's just positive. Why are you smiling? Hope that your smile is going to buy me my drink. I bought it before you came home. And so you have to understand. Smile. And not a lot more. Really smile. People like someone that smiles. I want to talk to him. His joy is carrying joy. So can you just share? What is a smile? Look at it. A smile is a sign from a mile. Good sign. Sweet sign. Very nice. I love it. I just want to be part of it. If you are doing your face like this now, one person here, I was doing another person doing like, who will I talk to? Of course, I said, this one doesn't have my time now. Because of it's frowning. So this is it. So you gotta smile very well. Because there have been a number of studies that shows how smiling is closely linked to perception and how they approach you. That's by Dr. Robert Zajonik. He analyzed what happens to the body when you smile, which includes increased blood flow to the brain and lowering. So smiling is that you are doing yourself a favor. Yes, you're doing yourself a favor. I'm doing myself a favor by smiling. You live longer. Ask them, they say it makes you look younger and look handsome and all that. Some people go off the fact they don't smile. They have already had many marks. So nice. Wrinkles as well. But you smile, you'll be okay, right? So anybody that's watching, please try and smile. Look here. Best of all, when you smile at someone, it activates the brain of the person you are smiling at, and they are more likely to smile back at you. The science. It's just like, why are you smiling? Say, I'm just admiring your hair. Wow. I think I need to. I like it so much. I really like it. Or I'm admiring your what? Your tie. How do you get this tie? It's really nice. You guys talking. Just say something. Let me just admire something in him. I can admire everybody differently, and then some of them may not be true. You have to learn it. I'm telling you. You have to learn it. So wow. I'm just wondering why this thing is like this. It's really nice. Wow. This is really good, oh. How come this is good? This is actually really good. You just be many things. Everybody, you have something to admire. Smile. Let's look at the last one. Act like a doctor. That's what I have. I think I ended that slide with act like a doctor. Act like a doctor. Do your buyers open up to you? One of the reasons why sometimes we may not have sales consistently, or we have not had sales, maybe that the client do not see you as a doctor. Look at it. People go to the hospital. What happens to them? They are called what? Patients. Why? Because they have to be patient. Right? Now, even at that, the doctor is always good at what? Listening. So we mean that what? Those that want to become doctors in this business are not going to go and get doctoral degree. I mean doctors, your way of manifesting. You can listen a bit well, Oh, the land. He doesn't want a land that is too affordable. He wants a land that is good enough. He has it right down. Okay, sir, from the look of things, you said the land should be located somewhere and not be far from this, so you don't know how to treat this matter. Oh, you bought some land the other day. Oh, really? Oh, where is the company? You are interested. Can I fix it? Can I help you out with so? And then you are real, you are on it. And then you are pushing forward to see whether you can get it being allocated, or trying to get his money back, trying to solve a problem, solving an issue. So sometimes it's not about selling. Some people are just there for you just to help them. Help them out, get this stuff. Okay, really? But let me help you get this stuff. Don't sell to them. With that, they will believe in you. So you act like a doctor. So as humans, we enjoy talking with people who ask insightful questions that help them. So have you ever bought real estate for years? I bought. Okay, when you bought real estate, how long did it take for it to be allocated? And also, I just want to know. People like to talk to me very fast. Why? Because I carry my mic sometimes. I was able to cause some kind of hold up in some places one day. Got my mic. The other day we went over to Ogun State to do some kind of talk. And one man said that you've not allowed us to talk. I didn't go there to talk with them, but they said let's just talk and let's start videoing because they felt I was doing TV program. So most time, these are the realities. I act like a doctor in charge. So who is that guy has says? So a coach is a doctor. He listens. You cannot do this without listening well. And if you are not ready to also solve pain points, you cannot gain their investment funds. I would say that. So that's what I'm trying to communicate. So it means that there are some people that must be perceived as trustworthy. So salespeople must be perceived as this. They must be respected and they are friendly. You have to build it. You just build that because they tend to ask questions that you wouldn't normally answer to others. Ask questions. Okay, what if I tell you that it's easy to invest in real estate and with a very flexible payment plan, and you can also get discount, and then you don't have too many costs and all that. You tell me what are the things that are making you not to buy real estate? Talk to me. I want to solve this for you. You are real. He's looking at you differently than when you say, okay, so this is a flyer. I can go through it, right? Yes, and you are going. You may never go through it, and may never have it to do with you again. It's possible. Or you are getting a bit glued to solving a problem. He's seeing that you are a doctor. He's seeing you are accessible. Because doctors must be accessible. Yes, you are accessible, you are open. That's what. Just that they can open up to you because of how you related with them. And you cannot even achieve all this without even those other ones. Because you have to smile. If you have a bigger problem and you're coming to meet someone that has a problem, you guys cannot. You say, boy, I've shared what he's not telling you any problem because of his that this guy actually have big problem too. The way his face looks like and the way he came in here, he looks disorganized. So let me not add my own. Let me just discharge him and so he can get better. So it's even the client that want to console you. Something this happens and all that. Look at it. So salespeople who ask insightful questions to their buyers create a more enjoyable buying experience, which increase their sales. You have to ask insightful questions. Sir, what would you love to do with the property you want to invest in? Let me see what I can do for you. Is this for commercial, residential? And if it's for commercial, what are you looking at in commercial? You are listening to me. He's looking at you like differently. That is asking some irrelevant questions, but it's making sense. Sir, do you like a property that is located? You are not located anymore. That is located in so place of the estate. Do you want something that is a bit inner, the corner piece, or you want a place that is close to a street? And then how many plots are you buying? So you ask funny questions. You could ask me two critical questions. They say, okay, I will get back to you later. I say, okay, all right, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate this. What are the things you would like me to answer when I will come back next time? Let me see if I can answer some of them now. You're asking funny questions. He's looking that way. He's looking at you. Okay. My problem with this is that the price is too much. I just know this is price. Oh, really? Okay, do not worry. Which is your WhatsApp number, sir? You take it. They cannot know what to send back to him. Because they will say we'll get back to you. They will never go back to you. Why? Because of one, the price may be their problem. Some of them may be the location. Some of them do not like to invest in Lagos State. They want east. Some of them do not want east. They want a place that business day. You want to come there. Refinery. You understand? So it depends on what you have understood. And you cannot understand that person without what? Asking questions. and answering them. So these are the things I'm trying to communicate. In conclusion, because I'm rounding up now, and I have time to round up. I thought I was going to finish by 12. So I'm keeping the time. In conclusion, competition is strong in the sales industry. So you need what? Every chance to succeed. It's strong in the industry, and you need every chance to succeed. To me, that as you are enjoying competition, moving with people and all that, seeing beyond just the client and seeing beyond just yourself, meeting at the point to ascertain if this can be corrected by how they reason, you will close more deals. Imagine you speaking to a client, the client you are speaking to, you are talking to him, and you are understanding what he's saying. He's saying that what he wants to buy many plots. That I can't buy money, I want to buy for my kids and all that. You have an idea of what he's looking out for. Then with that, you'll be able to provide solution based on his request. Some clients do not buy lands that are below 1 million and will never buy it because of what their mindset. So how will you now say that we'll go and buy 10 million naira land? I'm looking at that as someone that is scam. You know why? Because it has not yet been taught that there are some properties that are really very affordable that are still genuine. So just right now, if they are not willing to listen, flow with what they need. There are many clients around us that we don't need to just necessarily make them buy what we have. We need to get them to understand what we have first, to see if they really want that, or try to look for a way to carve a niche from what we have for them. A school wants to buy a particular property. They are not looking for something they will buy for residential. They want a place for what? For a school. So look for the estate layout. Check if you have sold commercial. If you have not sold commercial, you can put him there. If they have sold all the commercial, because most estates that you see, some of them cannot take schools. Yes, they won't take. Some of them don't take. They'll tell you that it's not for schools, for more. You know, find out. And man has already paid and want to pay, and then you start having issues with that. Then how many plots do you want for the school? He said they want a 12 plot, but it's only 6 plots you put there. In the layout, you have to fix that first before you start going back to getting him. It's not difficult. Real estate is very interesting and marketing is really very wonderful, but it's all about technique. So you have to start considering what clients really want. So those are actually watching from Asaba, watching online. What I'm saying is that it's not about marketing real estate. It's good. Consider what the clients want and how they think. How will you know how he thinks? From what he's saying. When I found out that one of the people that was very, very close to me like women and do not like things like cannot listen to me. So I want to market online. I did not market online like I want to sell real estate just to people. I market as if I want to buy real estate. So this is what I will use in buying that becomes my subject. Is it clear? That will be the end of the training. Any question? Any question? Who are actually watching? If you have 1 or 2 questions, you can drop in the comment section. And then the IT department was going to call it out for me so I can have it answered. The essence of all this is most times is for you to know that science-based selling is not about just marketing online. That is about just telling him about the flyer, giving him this a flyer. It doesn't work that way. It shouldn't work that way. It should work with what the man wants. What does he want? Where is he looking at? Does he want a particular party that is not square? Some people actually have a way they think. They don't buy plots of land. They buy square meters. Do you have 1,000 square meters for me? For farmland? For this? For whatever? He's asking you. And you're telling me to buy 2 plots. I said I don't want to hear plots again. That was what he's saying. I don't know what you're saying. Give me what you have. And you know that you have 500 square meters for a plot. Or 600 square meters for a plot. What then do you do? 400, 600 square meters. I would say that you multiply it by 3 and give me the price. So the land is 1.5 million and you tell him you have for 4.5. because of the way he's thinking. What he wants is not plot of land, it's square meter. So that's why you have to listen first to know what to do. Yes, it's very sensitive. What he wants is not an estate that is facing the road, it's facing the express. You took it for inspection now, your land is only facing the road and not facing the express. He's not interested. He has his reason. The man is coming from our papa. He stays there. You are marketing him to come and buy real estate and to invest in the Bezleki. And where you are marketing him is what? Is the Dangote refinery. He's imagining that it's almost the same thing, and he was trying to tell you that he doesn't want such. Even if they would dualize the road, he wants something different. Why don't you take him to 11 Bay and give an instance? Those areas. So it's about reasoning, looking at how the client think. The way the client think will now help me in manipulating or determining what should happen on the aspect of what? Sales, as sales techniques. The man is a banker. I told you already from the beginning. When I just came in, man is a banker. You know when to call him. The man is a lawyer. You know when to associate with him. Lawyers, there are ways to work with them if they are the one. Because as he works with the client, he also works with who is representing the client. Some clients have lawyers. They need to know how the lawyer think, to know whether to bring him into the picture. Because as some lawyer, if you go and start telling them that you're going to give them 5%, they will no longer do the deal with you. So you need to study. Watch. A man that wins a lady's heart is a man that studies. Woman that also wins a man's heart is a woman that studies the man from afar and watch when to say what you want to say, what to say, and how to say it. So it's going to cause problem. These are the realities. There are places you must not go or you should not go with the shirt of the company. If you don't know, I'm telling you, because of the way they look at you. And if for any reason you must wear the shirt of the company, I wear C-Plat, Vatican Estate, and all that, wear a suit on top so it looks official. Because from the gate, when they see you like that, only that they will see you as a marketer. So you have to know all these things. There are places you have to be careful. The man you are marketing is an allergy. And why did you dress there with suit and wear Jesus is Lord? This is sensitive. Science-based selling is reality. So me, I was knowing how to go about this thing. The way I'm dressed like this now, I can go to a mosque, church, anywhere. I can go anywhere and then nobody will stop me. You understand? Okay, yes, I will take away this. Thank you. So it means that I have dressed very well, but this one now, and I'm going to the mosque. Go and pull it. I go together. Sensitive. You are going to a place that the man is a pastor. He has given you time to do presentation to the whole church. You go and carry gray hair, purple hair, pink, white, all of them together, and you call it and then you sag on the altar. That will be the last time you come there. Science-based selling is about how the client think, not about what, not about you, how you think, and all that. So I'll be running up now. I think I'm done with the class. Let me just run through the slide from the beginning. For those that just joined us late, and then just call them one by one. Then let's look at number one. We talked about one here. Going back to one. I said this is what I said earlier. I talked about I'm just doing a round of people that just joined us late. Talk about social behavior, social psychology, neuroscience, and behavioral economics. I said that earlier. Then I talked about the techniques. And here our technique number one was that we should contact leads. Only 5 minutes. I gave you examples of why you should do that. And I said again that this graph research. I said make 6 attempts. 6 is the number of man and 7 is a perfection number. This works. Doesn't mean that you must just send bulk estimates. You can try other methods. Number 3 I had here was what? Call every morning, early in the morning or late afternoon. I said that. So then I talked about number 4. Call on Wednesdays on Thursdays. I said this earlier. And I said number 5 is what? Call from a local number. I think I remember that. Local number. And true color is very sensitive. Number 6 was a smile, the positive. Was that? Smile, the positive. And I talked about what? Don't talk bad about competition. I talked about the body language. Don't talk about the competition. Don't speak bad about people. Remember the power of body language, how you do. Use social media to sell. Be a driver. Enjoy competition in sales. That's what making sales. Try and study him. Say yes, optimism. Number 13 was what? Be an ambivert instead of introvert or extrovert. How to learn it, you can derive any of them. Number 14, be a closer consultant or an expert. Number 15 was offer more than one option. They can use the same one estate to be done in to have about 3. And I said you should have at least 3. 2 is not enough. 3 is better. So that you can look at it and get like which one does you want. Vatican Estate, Enugu, Vatican Estate as about then Vatican Estate Commercial. So he's looking at it, which one is this one again? You just put him on the bench. So I don't want to go into derivation on that. Act like you are the buyers. Be in charge. I give you examples of what I did. Some of these things you just learn to act. Do them in their presence. Let me talk to you about something. I told one of my colleagues the other day. I said, you know that those people that actually do eye service are more favored than those that do the real work. He's not telling me that. What do you mean? I said it means that eye service is part of life. They don't teach it anywhere. I say it. It means that there's a little of eye service that makes you successful. You have to do it. Let's look at number 6. Believe in yourself. So someone said, what is Coach Spark saying? Well, what I just said is reality. It's part of life. If you go and see your in-law and you don't know how to behave, you want to say you want to behave like the way you used to behave, and you don't know how to act a little extra, you may have problem. You just say, okay, I'm not used to that, I don't want to go to the kitchen and all that, and you are here for the first time, and you start getting used to that, and you just sit down there and wait there to serve you, you communicate the wrong message. What am I saying? Eye service is part of life. Yes, they don't say it anyway. I teach them in business college. 18. Avoid the sunk cost fallacy. Let your confidence so shine. That's number 19. Talk about number 20 was smile. I really smile well. We're running up now. I'm just doing an overview for those that just joined late. Those are the steps, and then I'll talk about the last one, which was act like a doctor. And these are the areas that mean that you have to be in charge. And I started to talk about asking questions, being like and I now concluded the training by saying that competition is actually strong in every sales industry. And how do you go about that? You also need a chance. So how do you do? Enjoy it and keep flowing. So that'll be all for now. Thank you. Welcome. Sorry.
Okay, that was awesome. That was awesome. I hope you enjoyed the class. How many of us enjoyed the class? That was so great. That was so great.